Hello, welcome to a Stardew Valley video where we talk about skill levels and skill perks. I'll show you which ones you might think are best for you. So, I've just started a new world. Obviously I cheated all this crap in, and these levels. So first we're going to start on is farming. So, farming is obviously leveled mainly by, farming, planting crops, growing crops, harvesting them. I think also ranching, so look after your animals, falls under here. So we're going to take a look at what rewards we get for leveling each stat and what perks we can get and the alternative routes that come after each perk. So first we're starting with farming. Obviously at level 1 farming, which you should get pretty quick just from planting those parsnip seeds that you get at the start of Lewis. You get a scarecrow, obviously scares away crows that might steal your crops. And fertilizer, which this fertilizer gives you, when you use it before you plant a crop on hard ground, it enables the crop, well, once you've harvested it, to have a chance at being higher quality, which means getting more money from the crop. Level 2 farming, we've got stone fence. Obviously, a fence is just for aesthetics really, they're not too useful. But yeah, you can put them on your farm, create fences around crop pens and animal pens and all that. Next we have mayonnaise machines, which obviously when you get chickens, you put the eggs inside here, which turns it into mayonnaise, which means more profit from those eggs. And sprinklers, which water your crops. Level 3 farming, we have a bee house. Place this anywhere on your farm. In the winter it does not work, however, every 4 days, I think, 3-4 days, you'll get some honey gathered, which is good for selling or gifts or maybe crafting, I think. You know, cooking. Speed grower helps your crops grow faster. I think this one's by 10%. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. And next is farmer's lunch. Obviously, that's a craftable cooking item that heals you, gives you energy, and like, I think that one increases your farming skill by about 2 points. And if you want to know how to cook, you got to upgrade your house. First upgrade, which will add a kitchen. Level 4 farming, we have an iron fence, much like the stone fence, but lasts longer, so it doesn't degrade as fast. And also has a different look. Preserves jar, you're going to want to put fruit, vegetables, forageables in this. After a few days, depending on the thing you put in, it'll turn into jam or jelly, which increases the crop's sell value. Next we have basic retaining soil, which when you water your crops, this has a chance to keep the crop watered the day after. So much like the fertilizer, you have to put it before you plant the crop over the hard ground. Now this is where it gets interesting. So, level 5 farm gives you a choice of a skill. So whichever one you pick, you can't go back and get the other at any point, unless you revert your skills, which you can find out how to do later game. So animal products worth 20% more, or crops are worth 10% more. Now, the difference why this one's not so good is because, so when you have chickens, you have eggs, and you can turn them eggs into mayonnaise. The mayonnaise doesn't increase in value, but the eggs do. And if you're using mayonnaise machines, you're not going to be selling the eggs by themselves. So I strongly advise not to get this one. I don't think it's a very useful one. But the perks that you get afterwards in this skill tree might benefit you if you like the sound of them. So crops are 10% more. Sounds much better to me. Next we have level 6. We have hardwood fence. A bit like the iron fence, but a step higher, so it's more durable. Cheese press, when you get cows, you can gather milk off your cows every day. Put it in here, turn it into cheese, increases value. Quality sprinkler, much like the sprinkler, but sprays the 8 squares around where the sprinkler is placed, unlike the first sprinkler, which you just follow. Left, right, up and down. Next we have the loom. When you get sheep, eventually, it'll take a while. You can gather wool off your sheep, you put the wool in here, which creates cloth, which sells for a higher price than the wool. We also have a quality returning soil, gives a higher chance of the crop still being watered the next day, so it's basically an upgrade for the returning soil, first one. Level 8 farming, we have a keg. Much like the preserves jar, you put fruit, vegetables, forageables in here, turns it into wine or beer. I think there's more like juice or something, I can't remember. That increased the base value of the item you put in, but it increased it by a much larger amount than the preserves jar, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, oil makers, when you get pigs, you'll find truffles off those pigs, except in the winter. You don't get any. They don't like to go outside, so they can't produce truffles. You'll put a truffle in here, it'll turn into truffle oil, which are worth more than a truffle. So deluxe speed grower. This obviously makes your crops grow faster. By I don't actually know, you have to look it up, I'm not sure, I never use it. Next, level 9, we have seed maker. You put a crop in here, it'll turn it into seeds. I think for a crop, say if you put an ancient fruit in there, you'll get between 1 and 3 seeds off of that fruit. So obviously that just means you can mass produce a crop. Iridium sprinkler is an upgraded version of the quality sprinkler. It'll water another layer around the 8 block, which I'm not going to do the maths on that, it's not much. Quality fertilizer, but they are very effective, I'd definitely get them. Quality fertilizer, you'll have a better chance of getting higher quality crops from the harvest. So basically an upgraded version of the normal fertilizer. Level 10 farming. So, level 10 farming. Artisan goods, wine, cheese, oil, etc. So basically everything that you get from an animal and put in like the mayo machines and the cheese presses, what you get out like the mayonnaise and the cheese is classed as an artisan good, so 40% more, that's quite a lot. Or all crops go 10% faster. Personally, I think artisan goods are the best. Artisan goods are already worth a lot of money, and increasing that by 40% is just retarded. So, back on farming, if you have picked the Rancher perk level 5, you'll get a different outcome to what you would have got at level 10. Right, so at level 10, from the farming profession level 5, you'll get Coop Master. Befriend coop animals quicker, so that's like your chickens and your ducks and your dinosaurs, if you get them. And your little bunny rabbits. Befriend faster, so they'll be friendly to you quicker, increases the value of the products they choose. Incubation time cut in half means that if you're trying to hatch one of those animals in the incubator, it'll go faster. It's exactly the same as shepherd, by the way, except sheep produce wool faster. Normal sheep will produce wool every 3 days, I think, and that reduces it. I'm not sure how many by, but I think it's like 1 day. Now, onto the mining skill tree. So, level 1, cherry bomb. Place these, it destroys blocks in an area. Next one, staircase. If you're in the mine, craft a staircase. I think it's about 99 stone. I think it'll basically descend you a level in the mine. So if you're having trouble finding the ladder, place a staircase, get down. Pretty useful to use in Skull Cabin if you know what that is yet. Next up, miner's tree. I'm not sure how you craft these, I can't remember. But it increases your mining level temporarily and also gives you energy and health. So it's a good item to use in the mine if you can craft it. Next up, transmute Fe, which means iron. You can turn, I think it's 2 or 3 copper bars into an iron bar. So if you only learn iron but have got a lot of copper, then that's quite useful. Right, next you get a choice on level 5. Either one more ore per vein. So like your iron, your gold, your iron, no, sorry, copper, iron, gold, iridium, so on. Transfer additional gems to appear. So obviously, I don't know how this works. I think it means you can get another gem deposit next to another, or you'll get more gems in one deposit break, each stone you break. But I think the best one to go is mine. Level 6, you have a bomb, an upgraded version of the cherry bomb. Next, transmute gold, not iron, EU. Turns 2 or 3 iron bars into gold bars. Next up, the mega bomb. Pretty much the best bomb you'll get, and these are actually really useful if you're in the Skull Cavern or in the lower levels of the mine. Farming level 9. Crystallarium. You will place these in your farm or in your house or in a shed anywhere. You'll place a gem inside here, like a diamond or an amethyst or a topaz, and over a space of amount of days, you'll get another one out of it. So you can basically duplicate any of your gems. But I think diamonds take longer than, say, a topaz. I think the better the gem, the longer you have to wait. So, at level 10, Blacksmith. Metal bars are worth 50% more. A chance to find... what's that? Chance to find coat doubled. Oh, coal doubled. I thought it said coat. Sorry. I've never seen this paper before. I don't think I ever got to level 10. Even though I'm doing the guide. But I would say definitely this one. You don't really want to be selling bars. They're not worth a lot anyway. So back on level 5, if you were to go the Geologist route, you'll get some different pace when you hit level 10. So I'll show you that in a second. So if we go on the Geologist route, at level 10 we get chance to find geodes doubled. The double chance of geodes. That's pretty cool actually. And gems are worth 30% more. This tree's not bad actually. I'd consider it. 30% more, so if you're finding a lot of diamonds or put them in your crystallarium, sell them for a quite good chunk more. And double geodes obviously means more loot and more items to donate to the museum. I think the best of geodes are this tree. So next we have up is Foraging. So level 1, Wild Seeds Spring. When you plant these, you can craft them with the forageables that you find in the map on those seasons. When you craft this, it'll give you an assortment of seeds that'll let you plant them, grow some forageable items. Kind of useful, but not very. I never really use them. Field snack, craft that in your kitchen when you upgrade your house. Kind of a little extra bit of food if you're low. Foraging level 2, Survival Burger. I don't know what you need to craft this, I can't remember. I don't really do a lot of cooking. But yeah, pretty much like the field snack, but an upgraded version, I would say. Level 3, we have a Tapper. A tree. So this one over here in the corner is a pine tree. This one here is a maple tree. And the oak trees, I think is this one here. Underneath, if you see at the bottom. Each one, you place a tapper on it, in about a week's time, you'll get a forageable. So a pine tree, you'll get a pine tar. A maple tree, you get maple syrup. And an oak tree, you'll get oak resin, which are used for crafting and giving to people as gifts. General stuff. You can also sell them for a decent amount. Next up we have level 4. Charcoal kiln. You put about 10 pieces of wood, I think, into it. Turned into a piece of coal, so if you're low on coal, quite useful. Wild Seed Summer variant of the Wild Seed Spring. Next, we have a level 5 pack. Wood worth 50% more, so if you want to cut down trees and sell them, then that's kind of the way to go. Chance for doubled harvest of forest item. I would definitely not go this one. I think this is like the worst pack in the game. One of them, because wood's so useful you don't want to sell it, and plus it'll give you like piss all anyway. It gives you like 2 gold for a piece of wood, I think. So obviously the best bit here, chance to double harvest. That means from shaking bushes, get an item from there, or for picking up forageables, you have a chance of getting an extra one. So extra money, extra food to use. So this one's best. Level 6 we have Lightning Rod. Place this on a rainy and thundery day. Lightning can hit it. You have quite a high chance of it actually hitting it. I think it conducts electricity. So after about a day's passed after it's been struck, it'll produce you a battery pack. These are numerous things like quality sprinklers or good gifts to send people. Next we have Wild Seeds Fall variant of the summer and spring seeds. Warp Turn Beach. You craft this, use it, it'll teleport you to the beach. Quite easy. Next, Foraging level 7. Craft recipe, winter seeds. Craft recipe, Warp Turn Mountains, teleports you to the mountains. I think it is around the mine location, so if you want to teleport to the mine pretty quickly, that's a good thing to use. Next, level 8 Foraging. Warp Term Farm, teleport to your farm when used. Next, Rain Term. You'll pop this the next day will rain, unless it's winter, because you don't get rain in the winter. So, level 10 foraging from the pack that we got, which is the one where you get double harvest, can't remember what it's called. Foraged items are always highest quality. This means iridium quality items when you pick them up, which is like the purple star next to the object. They're quite good, you make a lot of money, also a lot of health and energy refill once you eat the items that have the gold iridium quality star. Or tracker, look at its foraged items revealed. I think it's on the map. I don't know how this works. I've never really had it before, but I think the best one's here, botanist. So, if we're gonna go the forester skill tree, we'll see what we get at level 10. So at level 10, I've never actually seen this before, because I always thought the wood tree was shite. These are quite new to me. Lumberjack. All trees have a chance to drop hardwood. That's quite useful, I think, if you learn hardwood. That seems pretty cool. Syrups are 25% more. It says syrups, I don't know if it just means maple syrup or oak resin and pine tar. I'm not so sure. I think generally both packs are about as good, so. Now, for fishing, we get nothing. No rewards, but obviously for each pack you'll get efficiency, which I think means less energy to use for like all the packs. Level 2 fishing, we get bait. You attach this to your rod, except you can't put it on your bamboo pole. Like you get the start of the game, you have to wait until you get a better rod. This will increase the bite rate of the fish, makes them bite a lot faster. Oh, by the way, the bait is crafted using bug meat, which you get off the bugs that you find in the mine. Anyway, level 3. Crab pot. You place it in a body of water, put some bait in it, and after some time, I don't know how long, it might be about a day, you'll find an item. This item could be trash, so utterly useless. Or it could be something good like, I don't know, crabs or snails, some sort of a fishing item that you can get in here. So they're quite useful, you can make yourself a lot of gold if you have a lot of them played. Just of the sea, craftable, food item, cooking, eat it. Once used, it'll increase your fishing skill temporarily, also does health and stamina. Level 4, recycling machine. If you get trash from fishing or in the crab pots, put it in here, it'll turn it into useful items. I think what on earth is sure that you can get refined quartz from music discs or from the trash, I think. And from soggy newspapers, you can either get a torch, I know it's kind of weird, or a cloth at level 5. So we have fish worth 25% more, pretty good if you want to make a living off fish. Resources required to craft crab pots are reduced. Quite useful if you want to use a lot of crab pots, basically. But I'm going to go for fish eggs, I think this is a bit better. Next up, level 6 fishing. Spinner. Put this on you attach it to your rod. I think it only lets you attach it to the iridium rod, which you get at some point after. I don't remember too much what this one does, so you'll have to look it up if you need to. Trap bobber is similar to the spinner, you put it on your rod. I can't remember what this does as well, so you'd have to look this one up. I should have really looked it up myself, but an asshole. Next we have a cork bobber. This one actually is the same as the spinner and the other one. You put it on your rod, but it increases the green bar, so your fishing bar is bigger, basically, so it makes it easier to catch fish. Treasure hunter makes it similar to the bobber. You have more chance of finding treasure chests while fishing. A webbing. Level 8. You put this next to a crab pot, and it'll produce bait that'll automatically feed into the crab pot, so it's a very useful item if you're doing crab pots. Dress spinner, I think, is a better version of the spinner, which I don't remember what it is. The barbed hook is an item like the spinner. You put it on your rod, does something. Next one, we have a magnet. I think this one might have something to do with treasure chests. I'm not so sure. Makes them easier to get something, I think. Right, next we have angler. Fish worth 50% more. So in total, if you add the first pack, it'll mean you have 75% more price for fish, which is very useful. As find treasure doubled. Obviously, if you want to find rare items in treasure chests, this is the one for you. I think this one's way better. Right, for the level 5, We're going to go through the route of crab pots being reduced items. Now, for level 10, if you're in the crab pot route, crab pots no longer produce junk items. Quite useful, I think. Crab pots no longer require bait. That one's actually pretty cool, I think. So I would get this one if you go the other route. So, last but not least, we have is combat. Sturdy ring. You craft this, I can't remember what with, sorry. Increases immunity by 50%, I think, so you have less chance of being affected by something like poison. Level 2, we have life elixir. Craft this, I can't remember what with. I'm not very good at the whole crafting things. I don't really craft a lot of stuff unless I find it useful. Restores a moderate amount of HP, and I think energy as well, but it does restore quite a lot of HP, sorry. Combat level 3, we have the Roots Platter. I think this one, when you use it, it does something to do, increases your combat skill, I think. But yeah, also health and energy. A Warrior Ring, a level 4. I can't remember what this one does. Level 5, Combat. So, all attacks deal 10% more damage. Pretty good. Critical strike chance increased by 50%. I would say both of these are about as good, but I think the one that's just a little bit better is Scout. 50% increased critical strike chance is pretty good, and critical strikes do a hell of a lot more damage. So, level 6 combat, we have a slime egg press. I don't know why this is in combat. So when you can craft a slime hutch to house slimes on your farm, and these press the eggs. I think it's like an incubator. So yeah, quite usefully fun to use slime hutches. And oil of garlic, I think repels monsters when they get near you. So it gives you like kind of immunity to them for a short amount of time. Craft these with like garlic and oil, I think. Next, Ring of Yoba. This one, oh, I knew what it did. You craft it with gold, iron, and a diamond, I think. And it increases something. I can't remember what it is. Well, I'm not sure. Next, slime incubator. Oh, this is the incubator for the slime hutch. I've never created a slime hutch, so I don't know what the egg press does. Explosive armor, you put this in your slingshot that you find in the mines. And when it you shoot at an enemy, when it hits it, it explodes, dealing quite a lot of damage, I think. Level 9, Iridium Band. I didn't actually know you can craft this one. I thought it was just a rare drop. Increases, I think, damage by 10%, knockback by 10%, weapon precision by 10%, and also increases glow, so you have a glowing effect around you. You can quote me if these are wrong, but I know it does 4 different things. I didn't like craft it. I never had level 9 combat. Quite hard to start to level, I think. Next, level 10 combat, Acrobat. Hold down on special moves, cut in half. So obviously for like your weapons, like maybe your sword block, I think that's what it counts for. I've never had this perk, so I'm not so sure. Desperado. Critical strikes are deadly. So obviously if you get a critical strike, you're going to one-shot everything. So I think this is the best perk to go for. Especially on the route you took. So you get 50% more, and you're also going to kill everything it hits. That's quite overpowered, I think. So this one, we're going to press attack steal 10% more for the level 5 combat and see what we get in level 10. At level 10 combat, we have deal 15% more damage or 25 HP. Both are about as good as I would say, because obviously a good offense, a good defense. A good defense is a good offense. So obviously you can do more damage, but take more technically, or take less, but do a bit less. After this one though, because you're going to get 15% and 10%, so 25% more melee damage is pretty damn good. But yeah, that was the video. Hope this helped. This wouldn't have been possible without the TJB cheats menu. Obviously you can cheat in all the stats here. So I probably wouldn't be able to do it without this mod, so thanks for that. But yeah, there'll be more Stardew Valley content coming your way. I hope this one was helpful. You may hopefully have given insight on what perks you maybe want to pick for your playthrough. So yeah, thanks for watching this one. Subscribe if you would like to see more Stardew Valley videos. Thanks for watching. See you later.